Yeah.
So did she
And
did she did she experience sexual harassment? Did she
yes,
experience anything
yes,
like that?
yes, she did experience it, but she discussed with us, and she was bold enough, to kick it off.
Okay.
And in fact, those very people were, you know, arrested under Me Too, and they came, and look where their career is, So
Yeah.
it was trauma catching up and all, but she dealt with that too. Now,
Who
what?
who from the industry supported you when all of this happened? When everything was going on for you, all hell was breaking loose for you. Who was there to help you at that time from the industry?
Uh, it was not hell breaking for us. Gia came from London, and she was intelligent girl to deal with it. She was articulated. It didn't bother her. She said, you know what? I don't care. I'm doing events. I'm making money, and if somebody seriously wants to take me, they will come to me. There doesn't have to be any submission or desperation for a role or
Yeah.
for a film.
Okay.
So she wasn't willing to become a sugar candy for anyone, for
Right.
anything.
I see.
That is why she landed up with a wrong guy.
Right.
I would say that, that was the reason,
Hmm.
in another way. So because it was her choice, also, uh, to pick up Suraj Pancholi
Right.
as her boyfriend.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
But did you
So
did you as a mother approve of that?
when it so happened that Gia actually, when she was facing sexual harassment,
Hmm.
let me tell you,
Yeah.
she took a break from Bollywood,
Okay.
and she came to London. That was in 2010.
Okay.
And yeah, and she said, she saw the filth, and she said, I need a break, and
Hmm.
she came here. I said, yeah, you don't have to come back.
Okay.
And though there were a couple of films, but they were in the pipeline, and you
Hmm.
know how things get delayed.
Yes.
So I said,
Yes.
since things are getting delayed, why don't you do, a course, um, uh, probably brand management or something related to your work.
Right.
And she agreed to that, and she was applying, and she
Hmm.
was checking on which university that she can go to, and she was chilling here. She was staying with us in London for a year,
Hmm.
until she met
Okay.
Akshay Kumar,
Hmm.
who invited her on a concert to Canada. And that's where, they had one-to-one chat.
Hmm.
And he said that you're very talented, and you don't have to worry about. She must have told him about why she has moved and taken a break.
Okay.
Yeah, and film industry is not that if you walk out you cannot walk in.
Correct.
It's
Yeah.
you
You're
don't, and you don't
talented.
have to.
Your talent can never hide. Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't have to live in Bombay. you
Yes.
you can live anywhere. There are Hollywood actors who are living all over the world,
Hmm.
and when work calls you, you fly down.
Correct.
So when she went to Canada, she had a word with Akshay, and she must
Hmm.
have spoken. So
Hmm.
Akshay then gave her that kind of support or a guarantee that you come back, and we'll do things together. And he narrated how he supported Katrina Kaif, he
Yes.
supported other actors.
Hmm.
So he gave that kind of moral support,
Okay.
and she decided to go back in 2011.
I see.
Uh, no, 2000, early 2012, sorry.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
January 2012 when she decided to go back.
Okay.
So that's when she goes to Bombay, and I accompanied her.
Hmm.
And then we decided, she was thinking, okay, now that I'm going to be here, and Akshay is there to be by my side. So she found a mentor in him,
Okay.
who could mentor her.
Right.
And in that process, I have got two other daughters
Hmm.
in London who were
Okay.
studying, who were going to, both were in college at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, both were in college, not in university, just, maybe the last year of college. So
Right.
I came back, being with Gia from January, February, about end of April, I came back to
Okay.
London.
Hmm.
And then she joined me in June. She stayed
Okay.
there for a month, and she
Hmm.
came back.
Hmm.
So June, July, she was here with us.
Okay.
And then around end of July, she goes back to Bombay.
Okay.
And during that time, she was, while in London, she was also doing, play up. She was doing events, and
Hmm.
she joined endorsement for sports,
Okay.
international sports endorsement, where she did with Zair Khan, some Formula One and things like that.
Okay.
So she was making money. She was very independent. And
Hmm.
in fact, she was more of a mentor for my other two daughters, the younger ones,
Yes.
younger
Mm.
sisters. And they were very close, tight bond between sisters.
Okay.
And was with me too. I always had respect for Jia. I called
Hmm.
her Bebo,
Right.
because she had a very clear mind.
Okay.
I did oppose her joining films,
Okay.
because I said you can always do films, later age.
Hmm.
Right now, I want you to complete your university. I wanted her to go into the medical sciences. So she said, Mummy, this is what I have decided, and this is what my path is.
Okay.
So I said, if that is your choice, then you've got to go to the top university in the world
Right.
and study what business you're getting into.
Yeah.
And I remember she was 17 and a half,
Hmm.
and she left for New York,
Okay.
and she joined Lee Strasberg,
Okay.
and she was living alone in New York,
Hmm.
a young girl. So that is how she became so independent, and she could live alone. She
Hmm.
could face the world,
Right.
and she was very focused. She knew what she wanted, and that is why she was